Hi, hello, and to be honest, I don't think I possess the ability to crawl. Now, I know that sounds weird, like why would I not possess the ability to crawl? I just made another pickaxe by accident, whoops. But anyhow, simply because I actually don't have arms. Yeah, no, I'm actually playing telepathically right now. It's really interesting, you know. I've seen that the human race isn't able to, you know, use telepathy, which is kind of weird. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like the first basic skill you get upon loading into the world, but I don't know. Anyhow, about the whole arms thing, I kind of lied. I just don't want to use my arms. You feel me? Like, I am a very armed individual. Um, and I mean, I guess in a way I could crawl because I do have arms, but like, I just haven't learned the ability to crawl. Like, I just don't see the point. I mean, maybe one day I should learn how to crawl, but like when will I ever need a crawl in my life? Like, come on. Literally just there's no reason. So that's um yeah, that was a cool little fun fact about me. And I do believe there are more where that came from. However, thinking is hard, you know. Like, I don't really have a lot of wit, you know. I invested about like I have about like 500 wit, which isn't a bad amount of wit, but like, you know, it should be more um, in this modern society. I put a little too much into power. I have like uh, 1632 power, I believe. I don't know. It's been a while since I last checked. Um, yeah, so I've been recently just training my wit up. You feel me? I've been reading a lot, you know. I've picked up Wuthering Heights. It's a really good book. You should read it. I don't know what else to read, honestly. Like, if you have any awesome book suggestions, please let me know. I probably shouldn't ask for that while in the middle of reading a book, but like, I don't know. I like to read. I like to read sometimes. Not all the time, though. Sometimes I go, yeah, I kind of want to read Wuthering Heights, and then I read like 40 pages of it and call it a day. You know, not too much reading. I mean, I guess it is a 500-page book from like the 1800s. It would be kind of a pain in the ass to read, but like it's just so fire, man. Like I know what I just said sounded negative, and I know it might sound like I'm being a little performative, but like I remember trying to read this book a little while back, and I mean I never finished it for some reason. uh, you know, I guess saying it's my favorite book would technically be a lie. However, my favorite book is something I'd rather not share because I don't think I can defend how freaky it is. Um, like, I like it because, you know, the character writing is fucking phenomenal. The way the story is told is also very phenomenal. Like, I really enjoy the, I guess, metaphor. I don't know. It's just like such an entertaining read. And I do believe that I could like literary analysis this shit so easily, but I guess I have to be sort of performative and say my favorite book is Wuthering Heights. I mean, obviously, once I finish the book, maybe my opinion will change, but like, you know, if someone goes up to me and asks me what your favorite book is, I will most definitely say Wuthering Heights because it's just a safe choice. And I mean, I know like what I'm saying sounds really like what wait a minute. He's performative, right? He doesn't like reading, what? But like yeah, no, I have dug too big of a hole. I don't think I can get out of this one. But I mean, I am reading Wuthering Heights right now. I'm being like that ass about that. I'm still currently at the I'm currently not too far into it. I think I'm at the part where spoilers for Wuthering Heights, which, you know, in case you even care about that, I'll put a timestamp on. But like, this is right after I think his name is Mr. Lockwood. I don't know what his title is, but uh, Lockwood's. I think it was kind of a dream. I don't know. The book's confusing, but I'm pretty sure it was like dream of Catherine, ghost, in the ghost window scene where she was like, "Please, please let me in," and Lockwood was like, "Hell not, win! I ain't letting you in. Like, I don't want to be eaten. I'll pass, thank you." And so, uh, yeah, that happens, and then he screams because it's a dream. Yes, it's a dream. I just remembered one crucial detail that confirms it's a dream. And Mr. Heathcliff goes, what the flip, dude? Why are we screaming in the middle of the night? Actually, who showed you this room? Why are you in this room? And so he says, oh, it's your servant Zilla. And, I was reading through the old records, one may say. And, I kind of had a dream about this girl named Catherine Linton trying to break into the window. And then Heathcliff's like, okay, go to my bed. I don't want you doing that again, no. But since I have been sort of spoiled of this book, which, I mean, shame, but like I already know that probably the real reason that Heathcliff told Lockwood to do this was because Heathcliff is hoping like, oh wait, is she back? Oh, can I talk to because heartbroken. I don't know. I'm kind of sad how they taught freaking Romeo and Juliet instead of this stuff in high school. Which, I mean, I guess I understand why. Romeo and Juliet is only like 100 pages long, while on the other hand, Wuthering Heights is 590. I think around that. But like at the same time, like Shakespeare just sucks ass at writing, and I mean, no, that's actually a lie. He's pretty good at writing. However, it's just that it's so clear that his works have like zero passion in them. I mean, maybe I'm lying, but when I read when I read Twelfth Night, I don't remember Romeo and Juliet aside from it being like garbage. The freaking Leonardo no, Leonardo DiCaprio film, Romeo plus Juliet. That was a fun watch and all, but like, I don't know, the book kind of sucks balls. Aside from that, Twelfth Night also just sucks balls. Like, I don't like it. It's just boring, man, and it feels lame. Now, I'm not giving like proper critique here, so you know, chastise me all you want. I'm praying I used that word right, but if not, then my bad. But like, I just don't like Shakespeare's works. From what I've read, at least, I've only read Twelfth Night and Romeo and Juliet because of school. I don't know why I'm talking about classical literature all of a sudden. I mean, like, we have really good books. Like, I read To Kill a Mockingbird, and that is like, holy, such a good book. Like, it has good themes. Like, I don't know. I'm not much of a literary critic. I'm not like literary analyzing and going. But like, the story is entertaining. Like, for one, I enjoyed it heavily when we read it. For two, the theming is like really good and should be used in modern day. This book was definitely ahead of its time with its themes. Since I believe it was released in like 1960, which I don't exactly know if it was released before or after the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. However, it just tackles the topic of like racism being bad, which I mean it is, and I feel like a lot of people should still read this book because that's not the main theme of the book. I mean, obviously, racism is bad, but like I'm pretty sure the actual theme of the book is like, show compassion to others. Like, come on, dude. This mess being embodied by Atticus Finch, like, he is such a goated character. Like, he doesn't care about no race or nothing. He just chill like that, and that's awesome. And I mean, I guess it is called To Kill a or there is like a famous quote in the book called, shoot as many blue jays as you want, but remember, it is a sin to kill a mockingbird. And like, the whole thing is, why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird is like, they do nothing. Mockingbirds are just chill like that. But I don't know why kill blue jays though. Like, I mean, I guess it's just bird. Like, I think the author, which I forgot the name of, just looked out her window and went, now that's a bird. Yeah, don't kill a mockingbird, but kill that blue jay. So that's something, and also, spoilers for the book, if you even care. I'll put a timestamp up on screen. Um, the whole plot is around. Crap, I forgot the guy's name. I guess. I don't want to be racist. Crap, what's his name? Oh, Tom Robinson. Okay, Tom Robinson. This all correlates back to Tom Robinson, which is, guy who got persecuted for, supposedly, I can't say that word on YouTube, but, if you read the book, that thing to, I think her name was Smayela or something. I mean, I don't know why I didn't check her name, but pretty sure it is Mayela, so whatever. And, he's innocent. It's proven that he's innocent, but he still gets convicted because, in this time, he's a black man, and in this time, people were racist, and I mean, people still are racist, but it's not accepted that much, or as much as it was before. And so, right, and then he gets killed, and it's a sin to kill a mockingbird, and he's kind of the mockingbird in that analogy because he's just an innocent guy who just wanted to help, right? Like, he is written like a good person, so he's a good person and all that, and so he's the mockingbird. Now, I'm very good at literary analysis, as you can see. Yes, thank you. I am a genius after all. I am a genius. This video is sort of dragging, but I do also want to talk about a book that I recently finished in class. I didn't really want to read it. I mean, in fact, I barely read it, right? Like, I know I shouldn't, criticize a book that I barely read, but, it was okay at best, honestly. But, maybe if I properly read it, it'll be like a banger, but I don't want to properly read it, so I won't. But yeah, The Awakening, it's a book, alright. I mean, it has, its peaks in writing. I actually have the book on me right now, so let me just... I remember, I think it was, chapter 33 ending. No, 34? No, 35? No, 36? No. I think it's 32 then. Yeah, okay, 32. Now, I don't exactly know what, inspired me to say this about the book, but, chapter 32, right? I think this is where it peaks in writing. Aside from the crazy foreshadowing, right? This book does foreshadowing so well. If you care about reading The Awakening by Kate Chopin, then skip the timestamp up ahead. But the whole thing is the book starts right with a bird, and it's caged, kind of like Edna Pontellier, the main character of the book. And, she goes through a quote-unquote awakening and all that stuff. But then she goes into the ocean and drowns herself because, she quote-unquote attained freedom, but something... I don't know. I didn't read the book, so like I said, I'm not fully there. However, the book does end with, another bird, so it's the book starts with a bird, the book ends with a bird, and it also ends with a bird with a broken wing. So, that's pretty awesome. However, I do believe that it peaked in... Or I don't know why, but when I read this paragraph, I kind of just went, ooh, now that's a banger. And so I'm just going to say it's the peak of the book. However, chapter 32, page 133, it was with a wrench and a pang that Edna left her children. She carried away with her the sound of their voices and the touch of their cheeks. All along the journey homeward, their presence lingered with her like the memory of a delicious song. But by the time she had regained the city, the song no longer echoed in her soul. She was again alone. And, I think it might be the final sentence, right, that does it for me. She was again alone. It's just such a blunt statement, and I love blunt statements, right? out of nowhere, Kanye West song, I Thought About Killing You, right? It's a pretty blunt song, right? And like I love it for that. So yeah, I guess I just like blunt things in a way. Hopefully that's not subtle foreshadowing or something. It better not be, I swear. But whatever. So I think that's all the literature I want to talk about today. Maybe one day I'll be uh, not afraid enough to talk about like what I think might be like top 5 favorite things I've ever read in my life. But like, I just can't defend it enough at the moment, and I want to get better at literary analysis before that. So yeah, that's probably gonna be all from me. I'm sorry that I dragged this out a little long, but oh well. Let's do signs real quick because I love signs. I don't have any signs on me. Alright, so we want to make a sign. That is what I intend to do. Grab sign. Um, place sign. Now. Oh yeah, fun fact. When I loaded up this world, there was a creeper in here. Now, I don't know how a creeper could spawn in here. Maybe if I... Boom, no more creepers. I don't know. But like, there was a creeper in here, so I had to like lure it out and like put it into this lake over here, which probably looks different now because I'm not a terraforming god. So, you know. Anyhow, signs. Let's start with a comment which I'm actually really sad I missed in the last video because it's a funny comment, man. I liked it. It's not like hysterical type, but like, I saw it and I went, oh wow, this is funny. What the fuck? Did... Oh wait, Butcher the Rock. Oh, so we have wait, okay, by Rejects Trojan. Uh, I messed up. I was supposed to say their name while typing it, but whatever. They put Da Vinci Unresolved. It's it's funny. I don't know, but I'm really sad I didn't put it in the last video. So here it is. Aside from that, we also have Ethan's saying phenomenal upload for getting the English final tomorrow. Jokes on you. I'm kind of goated, so I don't have an English final, except that's a lie. I'm pretty sure it's in like after tomorrow or something. But light work. I got that, and I guess I also have I don't exactly know if they want to be on the sign wall, but on a completely unrelated video we have Saba null slam dash R8E typing I don't want to say that. Originally I thought that was referring to the hit game Uma Musume with their horse Kitsam Black, but then I realized, oh wait, back then in like 2023 my wallpaper was Kita Ikuyo from Mochi the Rock. So yeah, yeah, that's all from me. This video kind of feels like Whiplash, but whatever. I'm out of here. But what the? Okay, bye.